Find it. You got to find it. Yesterday I was in a very, very heated, uh, competitive baseball game, and you know, part of this podcast is I share. Actually, the whole thing of this podcast is I share my life with you. I give you insight, what it is to be me, what it is to be a coach, what it is to be a single father, what it is to raise teenage boys, just everything it is. And I try to share my journey with you because I know there are people out there that go through what I go through, and maybe just don't have an outlet like I do. So it's very difficult to teach kids who have not had a whole lot of adversity in their lives how to battle through things. A lot of kids are very timid, are very afraid to be aggressive. They're not even sure how to be aggressive, um, and they do a lot of things in life by playing it safe. So to get that out of a young kid is very tough. It's very hard because they don't understand it. They've never had to have it pulled out of them. You know what I mean? And kind of in a situation like that right now, where you know, got a lot of talent on this team, this young team, but they don't have a lot of fight in them yet. They don't know how to take a punch in the mouth, so to say, and get back up and get back in the fight. They're getting there, but it's not. But it's taking longer than it should take. So I'm having to show them by example. And what I mean by that is I'm having to show them by stepping into the fight more aggressively myself, to show them that, hey, I will do this in battle for you more than anybody you've ever seen. I will go to bat for you and battle for you more than any coach you've ever had. This is what it looks like to battle. This is what it looks like to be a dog. This is what it looks like to stand up and say, I'm not tolerating any of this that's going on right now. And if a team starts to disrespect you, you take that and say, okay, I'm going to put that in my battery pack and I'm going to charge myself up and we're going to get going. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday we're in a game, and we're down. We made a bunch of, we're young. I tell you guys, we've got 11 freshmen and 2 sophomores. We are young, okay? And playing in the division we have, it just gets difficult. We're in the top division in our area, so having that many young kids that haven't played a high school ball yet, it gets tough. So we're in a game. We make a bunch of mistakes in the first 2 innings. We're down. 14-1. I know, sounds crazy, right? And to a lot of people who aren't into baseball, who are maybe not into sports or whatever, you think, oh, 14-1, that game's over. But it's not, okay? And I'll explain to you why. It's 14-1, and we go into, what is it? We go into the 4th, and we go into the 5th. All right, and we scored 5 runs. Is that what it is? We scored 5 runs? No. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Okay, I'm trying to set this up how it happened. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're down 14-1, and this batter comes up. This kid, I'm talking about. We're on the JV level, so we got freshmen and sophomores, right? This kid steps up to the plate. He's like 6'3". Now I get it. There are some kids that are freakishly big when they're freshmen. I get it. But this kid is 6'3". He looks like a damn 23-year-old. So I'm already looking at this like, who the hell is this guy? So he's 20. So this kid steps in. He's about 6'3", big boy. And he has this mask on. Those, they call them shiesties, where they cover their face. So he's obviously being funny because it's not that cold outside. So he puts this mask on. He's covering his face. You can only see his eyes. He's got 6 batting gloves or whatever tucked into the front belt, like hanging out in front of his pants. And if you don't know baseball, that's never a thing. So he's obviously cracking a joke. So he's got batting gloves hanging out the front of his pants, like 6 or 4 of them, a bunch of them. And in the back, he's got the kids wear these sliding mitts where they slide in the base of their fingers and don't get jammed. And he's got 2 of those in one pocket and one in another pocket. And so I'm looking like, what the hell are we doing? And so he's pinch hitting for somebody, and then the front belt is the umpire's like, okay, we can't be doing that. So the umpire does make the call and say, hey, take all the belt, take the gloves out. You can't be doing all that. That's against policy. Takes the gloves out. And the coach, and so the kid's like, oh, and all the kids are like, come on, have some fun in the dugout. And the coach walks up and he kind of has a half giggle and he's like, all right. Like, he's in on this. So he goes and, takes the gloves, and he's kind of laughing as he's walking back to third base because he's coaching third base. The kid steps in, and we have a young kid pitching, one of our freshmen. He's not one of our starters. He tries to throw a curveball, whatever, hangs it, and it hits him in the back. It hits one of the gloves, like hits it hard enough to where the ball hits him and ricochets the other way. And the umpire, I'm standing there and I'm looking, and he tells the guy to step back in the box. And I go, whoa, time out. I go, what are we doing? And he goes, what? And I go, what are we doing? It hit him. He should be at first base. Because right now they have a runner at second and third. There's a base open. And we're down 14-1. I'm just trying to I don't want this kid hitting. This kid looks like if he gets a hold of one, it's going to be gone. So I go, timeout. So I walk up there and I go, what are we doing? That ball hit him. He goes, I'm not making that call. And I go, you're not making what call? And he goes, you know I'm not making that call. I go, what call? That ball hit him. He goes, I'm not going to make that call. I said, what are we doing here? And as I'm saying this, the batter turns around. He's like, come on, coach, let me hit, have some fun. And then his coach walks up and goes, come on, man, the guy can't even run. He's injured. He's a pitcher only. We're just trying to get him at bat. Take it easy. And I go, have some fun, take it easy. At whose expense? At my team's expense? Because we're down 14-1? I'm supposed to have some fun and let you guys come out and make a mockery of us with all the gloves and the extra fit and the mask over your face, and then he gets hit and I'm supposed to say, hey, don't worry, let him get a swing at our cost? And I looked at the umpire. I said, no, we're not doing that. I said, that ball hit him in the back. I baited him. The umpire doesn't realize I baited him. And he goes, it didn't hit him in the back. And I go, then where did it, because I wanted to hear him say it. And I go, then where did it hit him? He says, it hit him in the glove. I said, okay, so it did hit him. He said, yeah. And I go, okay, is that not considered part of his uniform and his body? He goes, yeah. And I go, then why is he not at first base? He goes, I'm not making that call. I go, so you're choosing not to put this guy on first base because you want to give these guys an at bat and you want this kid to have a chance to hit because we are down 14-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning right now. I go, okay, I got you. So I walked away and I go, you got to, because I'm not trying to get kicked out of the game, but I'm trying to make a point. So I walk back. Thank God this kid swings at a bad pitch because he's anxious and he pops it up and we get him out. We're coming off the field. I go back out to the umpire and I go, so you legitimately made that call because you wanted to allow this coach to have this kid hit, just to have him hit? And he just smiles at me. He goes, I'm not making that call. And I go, okay. I go, just remember you said that. So we come up and now it's the top of the 5th. Boom, we put 5 runs on the board. We battle back. We knock their pitcher out of the game, and all of a sudden, it's quiet in their dugout. And we score our 5th run. I said, I look at my team. I said, that's how you quiet people up. You notice how it's real quiet over there? And I said it loud enough for everybody to hear it. I said, you see how quiet it is over there? That's how you shut people up. It's real quiet over there. Nobody's saying a word. Okay? So now it's 14-6. All right, so now we're within 8, and we got 2 innings left. So now they know there's a possibility because we knocked their guy out. We have a shot now, right? So we get out. It's now 14-6. They come up in the bottom of the 5th inning, and They knock one. So it's now 15-6. All right? With 2 outs in that inning. So now it's 15-6. So we're down 9. With 2 outs and the next batter comes up, I watch the scoreboard and I see the scorekeeper take a run off of our count. And they made it 15-5. And I'm looking, I go, why did they do that? So I go to the scorekeeper on our side and I go, you got 15-6, right? And he goes, yeah, I don't know why they just did that. I go, okay, take a note of that. We get that guy out to make 3 outs. And as my team is coming to bat, all of a sudden the announcer goes, we want to thank everybody for coming out. That is a mercy rule, a 10-run rule. Thanks for Westmont coming out. And I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I go, time. I go, hold on. I walk down and I go, who took the run off the board? And everybody gets quiet. I go, no. The umpires are meeting with the other coach. I go, no, wait a minute. Who took the run off the board? It's 9. It's not 10. Because the mercy rule is 10. I go, it's not 10. It's 9. And I walk over to the umpire. I go, what are we doing? Well, it's a mercy. I go, there's no mercy rule. It's 9 runs. And the coach is looking on his phone to find the rule. And I go, who makes the call? And the umpires go, well, I go, is it you guys or the coach? And they're like, the coach. So I look at the coach. I go, it's 9. Let's play the game. He goes, well, I got to see what the rule is. I go, how about this? Even if it is 10, which it's not, but let's say it is 10. I go, what happened to having fun? I go, we were having fun, right? What are you so concerned about a mercy rule for? If we're supposed to be having fun. Remember last inning? Let's get a free at bat for your kid who's injured. But now that we've put some runs on the board and we've made it a tighter game, and yeah, it's still a big lead, but we made it a tighter game. Now you want to hurry up and get out of here because we knocked your pitcher out. Now it's no longer fun. And he's like, bro. And I go, no, I'm not bro. What are we talking about? Either we're having fun or we're not. I said, somebody took that run off the board to get you guys out of here in a hurry because you're in trouble. You might be running out of pitchers is what I see. I go, but somebody took that run off the board, and that's not the score. I said, so either we're having fun or you're running out of here with your tail tucked because you're out of pitchers. And after I'm done, the umpires go, I'll figure it out. I go, yeah, you really should. I said, because what's going on here is BS. So everybody's watching me fight and argue this call. So as I'm walking away, I go, we're not going out like that. I go, keep your helmets on. And as I get to the dugout, I see the run pop up back on the board, and they said, play ball. The way they would have gotten away with that if I was the type of coach who not spoke up and asserted my knowledge of the game and put pressure on these guys, the way they would have walked off that field and let these guys get in their cars and go home with their tail tucked, it would have disgusted me. But I wasn't going to allow them to do that. And we ended up losing the game. I'm fine with that. I'm trying to teach these young kids about fight, about having heart, about taking things like what that kid did when he stepped in with all the gloves and the mask, trying to make a mockery of the game, taking that as signs of disrespect, taking the stuff that the dugout was saying and chirping when that kid was up to bat, yelling out, he's a PO only, meaning pitcher only, saying he's injured, go yard, saying hit a bomb. Like, they don't respect you. It's basically like spitting in your face when they make a mockery of the game. So I'm trying to teach these kids, you have to see and notice these things, take them as disrespect, take a note of it, and when you hit that field between the lines, you give them everything you got. The way I'm trying to show them is by getting in the battle myself and showing them, I'm not going to allow you guys to be played like that. I'm not going to allow you guys to be disrespected. I'm not going to allow a coach to make a mockery of the game. I'm not going to allow the dugout, and I'm not going to allow the umpires to make a mockery of this game. We're going to play it the way it's supposed to be played, and I'm not going to tolerate anything less. So I went out there and I showed these kids, I said, listen, if you guys don't see what's going on here and you don't take that as a form of disrespect, you better figure it out. You better find it. So we end up losing the game. Fine. It's okay. We play them tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. We lose the game. shake hands. The umpires take off. We don't even shake it. The umpires take off. We go down the line and we have our team talk. I said, listen, I said, we lost that game because we got punched in the mouth in the first inning and made a bunch of mistakes, which is our Achilles heel. We continue to do that stuff. We continue to put our pressure on our pitchers to feel like they have to pitch a perfect game, and it shouldn't be like that. You guys have to learn to start the game strong and end strong. It's 7 innings. First inning to the 7th inning has to be strong. You cannot come out, shit the bed in the first 2 innings and then expect to win games. Second thing is this. If you do not take what these kids and that coach and those umpires did as disrespect, then you're weaker than I thought you were. I said, and I don't believe you are. I believe every single one of you has it in you, but I can't get it out of you unless you see it. You got to identify it. You have to learn that when people do that, they're looking at you and saying, I don't respect you. I don't respect your talent. I don't respect your skill level, and I don't respect your team. I don't think you guys got it. And if you don't find that as disrespect and use that to fuel you up to power through a game like this, I don't know what to tell you, but you're in for a long journey, and it's gonna suck. Not one of them long journeys that's fun, a long journey that's gonna suck, because that's gonna travel through the league, and they're gonna look at you and disrespect you at every chance they get. I said, you guys are a better team than this. You got to find it. Every single one of you has it. You got to find that thing that is in your heart, in your soul, that burns. You got to find it and you got to pull it out. And and it's my job as your coach to find it while you're freshmen. So by the time you're seniors, you've already had years of that dog in you. You have had years of that fight in you. You have to find it now. Stop using the excuse that you're a freshman, that you're young, that you've never. No, find it now. I'm okay with taking our lumps this year. Let's take our lumps, but let's not get knocked down and stay down. Let's not tolerate bullshit. Let's not tolerate it. Okay? If it's going to be a rough year, make sure it's a rough year of us going to battle and fighting every inch of the way. If we're going to lose some games, we're not going to lose games because we just got knocked down and we don't want to get back up. Let's lose games that we get back up, get knocked down, get back up, get knocked down, get back up. Let's lose those type of games, because those type of games show me that you got fight. They show me that you got heart. They show me that you don't give a damn what your record is, that you don't give a damn how good that team is, that you are going to scratch and claw for every single opportunity you have. But you got to find it now. I don't know if you're doing work outside of practice, but if you are sitting at home and you're waiting for practice to get practice in or to get reps in, you are already failing. You have to work outside of the work, meaning you have to practice and get reps outside of practice. Unless you're the kid who's just playing because you want to play for your friends. I get that. I understand that. But there are kids on this team who are trying to go to the next level. And if you are the other kid who's playing because you want to play with your friends, you should at least try to play like you're trying to get to the next level out of respect for your friend and your teammates. At least do that. When you step between those two lines and you're on the field, you should be playing like you're trying to get to the next level, even if you aren't trying to get to the next level. Out of respect for your teammates, your classmates that are trying to get to the next level. To show them, hey brother, I ain't trying to go play D1 baseball, but I know you are, so you have my word. I'm going to come out on this field and I'm going to give it my all every day. That's the level of competing I'm looking for. If you have a young athlete, and this goes for life as well. They don't even have to be an athlete. But if you have a young athlete You have to teach them about adversity. You have to teach them about not giving up the fight when they're down. They have to learn that early, because it's not always going to be roses. I know a lot of kids who've been on winning teams their entire life. They have no idea what adversity looks like. So when they get on a team that struggles, they don't know how to handle it. I believe every kid should experience being on a team that is absolutely struggling, because it builds character. So when you are on that team that is some damn ballers, you respect the level of play because you know what the ladder looks like. And if you don't have an athlete, but you have a young child, or a kid who's in high school, and they're just young, it is your job to teach your kid to do hard things. So many kids are going through this life and all they're doing is just kind of coasting through life. They're not pushed to do difficult things. They're not pushed to have adversity. Some people may say, why create adversity if we don't need to? You do need to. Because if you don't, you're failing your kids. You're failing to have your kids prepared for this life, because this life is full of adversity. And if they don't learn how to deal with it right now, they're going to go and graduate. And when life kicks them in the balls, so to say, they're not going to know how to handle it. It's going to kick their ass and they're going to be crushed. And they're gonna say, oh man, I got mental health issues. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have adversity issues. You have difficulty issues. You don't know how to handle them because you've never been pushed to handle difficult situations. You don't have mental health issues. You have breakdown issues because you panic when things get rough. And I got a news flash for you. That's the way life is. It gets rough. So here's what I'm saying. First and foremost, yes, there are real mental health issues. I agree. But second is, I know we cause a lot of this mental health issues. We now use that as a crutch. So with that aside, all that aside, teach kids how to handle tough situations. Teach them how to deal with failure. Teach them how to deal with adversity. Teach them how to deal with being punched in the mouth, figuratively speaking, and how to get back up and get back in the fight. Gotta find it. Gotta find it. And if you can't find it, create it. Because I'll tell you, those lessons are invaluable, not just for sports, but for real life. I love you guys. God bless.